Me. The books and documents in the library were taken from others, they were not written by anyone in the Vatican, and that knowledge does not belong to them. I am of the opinion that any interpretation of sacred texts is better than no access at all. Much of the library came from the exploits of the Knights Templar and their raids in Jerusalem and Egypt. Do they have the right to lay claim to them and keep them from the ancestors of those who recorded them? ChatGPT. The question you raise touches on deeper issues of ownership, cultural heritage, and historical justice. When historical documents and artifacts have been taken from their places of origin, whether through conquest, colonization, or other means, the question of their rightful custody and accessibility indeed becomes contentious. Arguing for unrestricted access, one might say that knowledge is a human heritage that should be freely available to all, fostering understanding, appreciation, and global learning. This standpoint emphasizes the democratization of knowledge and the breaking down of barriers to access. However, there is also a powerful argument for the repatriation or at least shared stewardship of historical documents and artifacts with the communities and cultures from which they originated. This perspective respects the original context of these items, acknowledging them as living parts of a community's heritage, with ongoing significance and meaning. Furthermore, considering the rights of access and interpretation, sensitivity must be applied, especially when it comes to sacred texts and cultural artifacts. A balance might be sought where the openness of interpretation does not lead to disrespect, misrepresentation, or commodification of sacred elements of diverse cultures. These debates are very much alive in various domains, such as museum studies, archaeology, and cultural diplomacy. There's a growing recognition of the need for a more just and respectful handling of cultural heritage, considering the histories, rights, and wishes of originating communities in decisions about custody, interpretation, and display. Ultimately, ethical considerations, dialogue, and a respect for cultural diversity and historical justice should guide the management of historical documents and artifacts, seeking solutions that honor both universal access to knowledge and the specificities of cultural context and heritage.